What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and as someone who grew up with the prequels, as they were coming out, I was 11 when The Phantom Menace came out. I think I was like 16 when Revenge of the Sith came out. I have a great love for the prequels, and they're really what got me into Star Wars. I had watched the original trilogy on VHS, probably the special edition if I had to guess, but I liked Star Wars, it was fine, but what really made me a Star Wars fan and got me into the expanded universe and the games and everything else was Episode 1, the prequels. And Revenge of the Sith was this culmination of, so many years, wrapped all up into this one movie. And whether you want to say the acting, there's some parts, okay, I get you. But for me, I absolutely love Revenge of the Sith. And if you asked me to put in a Star Wars movie, just put in any one that you want to watch, it'd probably be Revenge of the Sith. Just being honest, I just have such a great appreciation for that movie. Would I say it's the best? Maybe, maybe. Probably not. Probably go with Empire Strikes Back. However, I think that I love watching Revenge of the Sith more. I saw this article, Star Wars Gen Z has turned Revenge of the Sith into a cult classic. And for me, it's always been incredible, but I do think that there's something to be said. I don't know if it's Gen Z or not, but there are definitely people that are starting to appreciate the prequel trilogy more now that we're in this sequel era of Disney. There's definitely a lot more love for the prequels out there than I've seen in recent years as more and more Star Wars movies from Disney come out. After a 16-year hiatus, Star Wars came back to the big screen in '99 with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, a film praised for its technical achievements but criticized for a convoluted plot, weak dialogue, and lack of character development. This set the stage for the remaining two prequels, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, which were also met with similar criticisms. These films are seen as lesser compared to the original trilogy, but it seems a resurgence of love has occurred in light of Disney-era Star Wars. I agree. Revenge of the Sith specifically has been the subject of much admiration on social media. Children who saw the prequel in 2005 did not have easy access to the internet, now can revisit the movie and post memes about it on Twitter, Reddit, and more. And this talks about TikTok. TikTok is one of the latest social media platforms going public with its app in 2017, allowing users to post short videos, kind of like how Vine used to be. Millions of videos on TikTok. Revenge of the Sith is one of the bigger trends on the platform. Thousands of videos on the site featuring fans recreating moments from the third prequel, and these short clips are receiving abundance of likes. So let's take a look at these short clips. We'll go ahead and take a look at this one. The code. Hello there, shot by Melly Jelly. Let's see what you got.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
That's pretty good. We'll watch it one more time for that ending.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. This renewed interest in Episode 3 may be due to the fact that fans who grew up on prequels are feeling nostalgic for them, given how Star Wars has dominated most forms of entertainment. They're probably looking for alternative ways to enjoy. So if you are one of those people, check out the prequels. Check out the Star Wars expanded universe if you're looking for something you've never experienced before. For new Star Wars that's actually good, that's actually, is appreciative of everything George Lucas did for the franchise, not trying to tear it all down. While some Gen Z fans may have been introduced to the original trilogy at a young age, the prequels are the films they experienced firsthand, with them having gone to the theater opening night to see what it was, at the time, the last installment of the Skywalker saga. And still is, because the rest of it's about Palpatine. The prequels were the earliest pop culture event for many Gen Z fans, so Star Wars once again taking the world by storm. These fans remember fondly when they got to experience this level of hype for the first time. However, they can now talk on a greater scale about movies like Revenge of the Sith via social media. While Gen Zs mark the generation that's grown up with excessive technology, for those born earlier on, they were yet to be part of the online world. Chat rooms, YouTube, and MySpace. Oh my god, I did have a MySpace. Were around when Revenge of the Sith premiered, but most children of Gen Z were too young to truly comprehend these ideas. More and more stuff about Gen Z posting Revenge of the Sith stuff. With this generation dominating the internet as well, having experienced the prequels firsthand, it's no surprise their voices are so loud. Content creators know their target audience most likely shares their knowledge on the prequels, so it's easy comedy, especially when Revenge of the Sith is so melodramatic. Love or hate Episode 3, most can agree the film is one of the more dramatic Star Wars movies. I agree. There is an inherently dark tone to the film, given that it's a movie that marks the death of Padme Amidala, the extermination of most of the Jedi, and Anakin's transformation into Darth Vader. Emotions run heavy in this entry, which makes it one of the most over-the-top entries in the Star Wars saga. And just more stuff about that. But I thought it was interesting. Love shown to Revenge of the Sith. This one's about TikTok and little comedy skits that people are doing on TikTok. But I do think that it speaks to the general consensus. I saw a poll from IGN the other day about what the best Star Wars movie is. And it had all of them in there. Obviously, the sequels got trash for votes. But the two ones that won, Empire Strikes Back, Runaway Victor. The second place one, Revenge of the Sith. Not, A New Hope or Star Wars. Not Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith. And I thought it was interesting. You guys have seen this for every video I make. This poster's up here. That Anakin Obi-Wan duel is so powerful for so many people. It does mark the culmination of so much that is Star Wars and the Skywalker saga. We didn't know we were going to get 7, 8, and 9, and we also didn't know if we got them, they would be the bastardization of Star Wars that they've been. So I do have a lot of love for the prequel era, and I have a lot of love for Revenge of the Sith, and I'm excited. Well, I'm happy. We'll say I'm happy that so many people are kind of going back and looking at that with fond memories and looking at it through a different lens now that we are getting the worst Star Wars from Disney-owned Lucasfilm, at least in my opinion, and in a lot of other people's opinions. I think you see that with the declining box office, the fact that this movie's barely going to crack $1 billion, that means something. That's not just a random occurrence. The fact that they made $2 billion, then 1.3, and now they're barely making $1 billion on the finale, the grand finale to the Skywalker saga. So it's awesome that people are coming back to the prequels, no matter what their age, no matter how it's happening, because you can argue about some of the decisions that George Lucas made, but at the end of the day, it was his story, and he was free to do it. He didn't have a studio constantly on his back, constantly telling him to change things, what he could and couldn't do. He had the independence to create what he wanted to create, and that is what we got with the prequels. And so I will forever be appreciative of them. But what do you think? Is this interesting? Do you think that more people are getting into the prequel era, specifically, like this article says, Revenge of the Sith? Or do you think maybe I'm just seeing things? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video out there, turn the notification bell on, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.